Today I would like to talk about the manipulative, misleading marketing behind the animal agricultural industry. There are many terms that get thrown around that in essence just make the conscience of the consumer at ease rather than actually improving the welfare of the animals. Some examples of this are even the terms such as humane slaughter. Now, if we deconstruct the word humane, we would come up with words such as kind, compassionate, benevolent, treating with kindness. Is there any way that we can slaughter someone else in a kind way? In my opinion, there's only one way that we take away the life of someone in a nice way, and that is in the essence of euthanasia, or in our pets example, if we see our own dogs in pain and suffering, we see it as, in our own opinion, we see it as an opportunity to take the pain and suffering from the animal away. And this can be argued as humane because we are taking their pain away for what we believe to be their best interest. Now, we have to ask ourselves, can we kill an individual who doesn't want to die compassionately? Can we kill them with kindness? The animals that we slaughter to consume are often 6 months old when we take their life away, which is just a small fraction of their life expectancy. And if these methodologies were so humane, why wouldn't we send our beloved pets to the slaughterhouse? If these were humane methods, why wouldn't we put our dogs in gas chambers to put them down humanely? We know that this isn't the case. These are just labels to make us consumers feel better. So when we uncover this idea of humane, would we say that it is humane to forcefully inseminate a female animal without her consent? Would we say that it is humane to separate families, to steal children away from mothers? Would we say that it is humane to enslave and torture and mutilate animals? Would we say that it is humane to slaughter innocent, vulnerable baby animals? So when we deconstruct this whole notion of humane treatment of animals, when we really sit down and think about it, it is the most inhumane thing we can think of. The key phrase in humane is to be human. And if we want to associate humanity, which we think is love, kindness, and compassion, with such acts as artificial insemination, slavery, torture, mutilation, and slaughter, I think we have to look back at ourselves and say, is this really the word that we want to represent, humanity? Is this the true meaning of being humane? Another response people will say is, as long as the animal was raised in an ethical way. Now, as a statement, can you ever raise anyone ethically when your sole goal is to kill them? So raising an individual ethically to kill them isn't really ethical at all. Now, the RSPCA is also a consumer trusted label, which eases the conscience of the consumer to make their purchases feel more at ease. There are still horrendous practices that exist within the animal agricultural industry which have this RSPCA label placed on them. One such example is a legal, standardized, RSPCA-approved practice. In the instance where a pig is underdeveloped and therefore non-profitable, they actually pick up this baby pig by the hind legs and smash its head into the ground until it dies. This practice is called thumping. Now, this is a legal standard practice in pig farms. This is one example of a whole list of horrendously disgusting techniques that are RSPCA approved. When it comes to deconstructing these manipulative marketing tactics, I think it's the right for a consumer to know what they're actually paying for. And as I mentioned before, we're not just paying for a steak. We're paying for abuse, for violence, for suffering, for enslavement, for killing. We're not paying for a steak. We're paying for all of these other things that are associated with this steak. And every single animal product we purchase is a result of animal suffering. And veganism is just about exposing this absolute truth. This absolute truth that there is no way that we can receive an animal product with this animal first suffering. And I think it's our right to know as consumers what we're actually paying for. Not just the product, but the entire journey of this individual that then became a product.